A member in the group asked about getting more visibility online without having to do YouTube yoga marathons. Before I dive into answering this question and sharing it with the group, I wanted to be completely transparent and let you know that gaining visibility and marketing are probably my weakest skills as a business owner and a yoga teacher. So the information that I'm sharing is what I've learned so far, and know that there are some really great people out there who are whizzes at marketing and gaining visibility. All right, so let's dive into the question about creating more visibility online. I'm going to cover 3 parts. The first part is talking about the online portion. So if you're going to go online, that means that you're going to be recording and being on camera. For many individuals, they're really uncomfortable being on camera. And I totally understand that. It was the same for me as well when I started making videos. You have to approach being on camera like you would when you first started teaching. You were very uncomfortable teaching. You didn't feel confident. You weren't sure what you were going to do or what would be who you were teaching. And being on camera is the same thing. You're just going to have to get on there and get comfortable, make the mistakes, and figure out what works the best for you. Usually the second follow-up question that I get to being online is about equipment. And like a lot of the different marketing people that I've followed, their number one advice is to start simple and then grow as you go. So if you have a smartphone that has a camera, then you have what you need to start making videos and sharing those with your online audience. And then as you get more comfortable, you start making more money at that, then you can upgrade your equipment as you need to. The second part of the question that I want to address is about YouTube. I wasn't certain if the member just didn't want to do YouTube in general or didn't want to do the whole 2 hours or 2 yoga classes a day. So I'm going to address both of those. If you're not on YouTube, I really highly recommend to rethink that. YouTube is a part of Google. So when people go onto Google and they do searches, if you've got YouTube videos, you have a better chance of showing up in that search because YouTube is a search engine. So not only can you go on Google, but you can go on YouTube, you can put in your search parameters. And if you've done a good job with your SEO, you have a really good chance of popping up in that search. So YouTube is really great for that. I've had a YouTube channel for a while, but I'm really only now starting to get more consistent about posting and publishing videos. When I do blogs on my website, I try to always make sure now that there is a video that's connected to that blog post so that I can have that blog and I can have that video that shows up on YouTube. So now I've got 2 things working for me to be found. Not only the blog, but now also the video on YouTube. And again, it wasn't something that I was incredibly comfortable with when I first started out, but I get better at it the more that I do it, and so will you. The second part about the YouTube is 2 yoga videos a day. I don't know who's doing that. More power to them if they are. For me personally, that is not sustainable. You tell me 2 hours of yoga videos a day, and I'm going to get completely overwhelmed before I've even gotten started. You're going to need to find what is a sustainable schedule for you. Publishing and posting once a month works for me. Anything more than that, and like I said, I get overwhelmed. But what if you're just starting out and you don't have any videos? You maybe want to commit to doing as many videos as you can until you have a library built up, and then you can go to a more consistent level. I think the average about posting is once a week, releasing 1 new video per week. That's if you're trying to grow your audience and create consistency, is once a week. I have not gotten there yet. I do hope it's something that I can get to over time. The third part of the question that I want to address is visibility. And that is becoming more comfortable with putting ourselves out there. This is one that I super struggle with, and that is not being afraid to let people know who I am, what I do, and who I serve. Pretty typical, I think, both for women and then add on yoga teachers, that we get kind of shy or timid about putting ourselves out there, about marketing ourselves, telling people, hey, this is what I have available for you. Hey, come and check me out on YouTube. Hey, go look at my website. Hey, go look at wherever you might be online. We have to get better about letting people know. People are bombarded with information from all sides. And if you just go and tell a person one time what you do, you are going to be swallowed into the void. They're going to forget. They're going to move on. The next person screaming and shouting is going to get their attention. So not only do we have to get comfortable being in front of the camera, but we have to get comfortable with marketing ourselves and putting ourselves out there, letting people know. I work with yoga teachers who want to stand out. I help yoga teachers who don't fit the stereotype of yoga teachers. And I help them through yoga teacher training, continuing education courses, and now books and planners. You have to get comfortable saying that, and you have to get comfortable saying it again and again and again. This is not the place to be shy. You've got information to help people, so share that with them. Recap our 3 things about increasing more visibility online. 1, we got to get comfortable being on camera. Number 2, we got to get where the people are, and billions of users are on YouTube. It's an amazing search engine. Even if you start slow, be consistent and stay with a schedule that you can maintain. And then 3, we have to get over being shy about putting ourselves out there. Doing newsletters, posting on social media, sharing what we do in groups, if that's Facebook groups, if that's allowed. All of the different ways that you can think about marketing yourself to stand in that space and say, hey, this is who I am, this is what I do, and this is who I serve. I hope those suggestions helped. And if you have any other questions, be sure to drop those into the comments.